My name is Maxwell Zimi, and I'll be talking about cosmetic surgery in South Korea. More specifically, why is cosmetic surgery so widespread in South Korea, obviously? Eh, eh. Okay, so this is my hypothesis and background on South Korea's cosmetic surgery. My hypothesis is that the reason for South Korea's obsession with cosmetic surgery, it cannot be traced back to some reason. And that's really interesting because we all want that one reason, that one definitive answer, like this is why, this is what happened, and this is the event, and to follow. I can't find one. All the sources I found were multiple different reasons. I'll get into those next couple slides. Moving on to my personal background on cosmetic surgery in South Korea. Cosmetic surgery as a whole, like, I don't know much. I'm not a fan of cosmetic surgery. I don't support it. I don't believe in it. I believe each individual is perfect the way they are, and they shouldn't really try to change it. My methodology, which is basically what I did when searching for my sources, when I first started, I just looked for the reason why. Why is it like this? Why is it so widespread? Why is it so popular in South Korea? And I began to see that there's no one reason. There's no one reason. There's no one answer to why. There's multiple sources that say this is why, this is why, this is why, because X, Y, Z. But then every source will go against that and say a different reason. So, for example, some of the sources I use are New York Times, Business Insider, Stanford articles. I really looked for, obviously outside the scholarly peer-reviewed ones, I looked for well-known outlets like New York Times, Business Insider, and Stanford articles, simply because they have better resources, better ways to retrieve data. I do have secondary ones that are smaller. I think I have like one or two of them just to get that perspective, that knowledge. There's a couple. I think I have a Korean website as well that has their perspective of why it's so popular. That way, I have multiple different sources. And then there's my findings. So obviously, there's no one correct answer to why cosmetic surgery is so big in South Korea. Which is really surprising because we all want that one answer, that one, hey, why is it like this? What's going on? What's the reason behind it? And it's truly just interesting to see that there's not one, or at least I couldn't find one. Here's a couple of the reasons here. For job purposes, many of the jobs in South Korea now require you to submit a picture with your resume. So it just became normal for people to be like, hey, I like your experience, I like who you are as a person, but I don't like your appearance, so you're not the right fit for my job. Which is just like shocking. Like I can't switch all the laws here and non-discrimination and all that. It just came normal. For example, in the article I read with this example was that it became normal for people to compare. They compared this to buying a house. It was, yeah, this house is perfect, like the rooms, I like the everything about it except for the kitchen, so I'm not gonna take it. And that's just surprising to me. Next is the idolized Western norms. This one's really interesting to me because 50% of South Koreans aren't born with their second eyelid. So they have eyelid surgery to add that second eyelid to make them look like a Westerner, which is really just interesting because I didn't know that. So that was just interesting to me personally. I don't know. And then finally, Guansang. I'm hoping I'm not saying that wrong. It's a belief system that the face is the map. Basically, what I mean by that is that if I were to look at you, your face tells me everything that I need to know about you, what you believe, who you are as a person, and so that one actually is interesting because it goes against idolizing Western norms. Because the Western norms here, from what I've experienced, it's my personal experiences, is that you don't judge a book by cover. You want to get to know them. You want to know them, who they are. So the face is a map here in the West. So that one actually goes against what we believe here, which is just really interesting just to see like the different reasons kind of contradict one another. And then finally, I'll have my resources of where I got this info from. These would be like the regular, like the regular sources that aren't peer reviewed, like the New Yorker and all that. I think this one's actually peer reviewed down here, the Oxford University. Then these are all the other peer reviewed ones. All right. Thanks again. My name is Maxwell Zeman, and thank you.